WTXL's Greg Angel live for us in Charlotte, North Carolina tonight. And Greg, the president was supposed to deliver his speech in the Bank of America Stadium. We are told now he's going to deliver his remarks in the Time Warner Cable Arena. So what does this mean for attendees?
Well, Mika, more than 65,000 credentials were handed out, and some 50,000 of those people planning on watching the president deliver his acceptance speech are going to have to find alternative plans because the new venue, the Time Warner Cable Arena, can only fit about 15,000 people. So the regular credentialed media members and delegates and attendees who have been here all week are the only ones who are going to be allowed to watch it in person, again, because of the threat of severe weather on Thursday. Meanwhile, the rest of the events are going on. And tonight we are talking politics and issues.
It's nearly standing room only as First Lady Michelle Obama addresses the African American caucus Wednesday at the DNC. It's all hands on deck at the convention. Members of the campaign laying out the president's track record when it comes to issues impacting minority groups.
And I'm expecting that he will speak to the people in terms of inclusion. The best thing I like about President Obama is his desire to include all levels of this great country in government in terms of agenda and policy.
But when it comes to women, a new ABC News Washington Post poll shows Republican candidate Mitt Romney cutting into the president's edge among women. Romney trailing Obama still among female voters, 49 to 43%.
Being a woman shouldn't be a pre-existing condition. Violence against women is a problem. So that women and men are treated the same has always been important to me.
And the Democrats here taking a firm stance on a number of issues this week, including supporting immigration reform and supporting same-sex marriage. So how are some of these issues going to impact the election in November? We'll take a closer look coming up in our 5:30 half hour. For now, reporting live in Charlotte, North Carolina at the site of the 2012 Democratic National Convention, Greg Angel, WTXL, ABC 27, dedicated to you.
To politics now and Your Voice, Your Vote. Democrats pushing their agenda this week and firing up supporters at the Democratic National Convention in Charlotte. That is where we have WTXL's Greg Angel joining us now live. Greg, what issues are Democrats addressing this week?
Well, Mika, there's a number of issues. Here, Mika. They released their platform of issues. It includes a strong stance on immigration reform. It also includes a strong stance of supporting same-sex marriage. And Mika, these are all issues that Democrats certainly expect to help them out come November.
When San Antonio Mayor Julian Castro took to the stage Tuesday, he became the first Latino ever to deliver the keynote address at a Democratic convention. And this year, another record, the most number of Hispanics ever to attend a convention. Front and center is the president's support of long-term immigration reform, offering immigrants paths to citizenship.
And look, the Republicans have said, go home, self-deport. And if you were brought here through no fault of your own as a young person, you need to go home as well. The president has said something fair different.
Here, all over the country, to elect President Barack Obama.
The Democratic Party and the Obama campaign also taking a firm stance in support of same-sex marriage and equal rights for the LGBT community.
And I'm so glad that finally we have a party that embraces us and celebrates us for who we are.
The LGBT community, we've been fighting this fight for so long, and we have made great strides in the last few years. We're winning. We are winning.
Earlier this year, President Obama came out in support of same-sex marriage and then repealed the military's controversial Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy. Members of the gay community here at the DNC in Charlotte say they see the promise of further advancement, saying they believe minds are changing in America and that people are realizing the debate is not so much about marriage as it is about equal rights, having the same liberties as those who are heterosexual.
The Democratic Party's been about equal rights and civil rights. It was a staple of what we did in the 20th century. We were the party of civil rights. We were the party of voting rights. And now we're the party of LGBT rights. We're proud to be the party that extends rights to people, not the party that wants to take rights away.
And there seems to be growing support for same-sex marriage. A recent ABC News Washington Post poll shows that 53% of Americans are now in favor of same-sex marriage. Well, moving on to some other issues, economy and jobs. We're expecting to hear a lot about that later tonight inside the Time Warner Cable Arena. Former President Bill Clinton and Elizabeth Warren are going to be speaking. And they're expected to be talking about that. We'll take a preview of that coming up a little bit later tonight on WTXL News at 6. For now, reporting live in downtown Charlotte, at the site of the 2012 Democratic National Convention, Greg Angel, WTXL, ABC 27, dedicated to you.
Hour, making it official, taking roll call and renominating Barack Obama as their candidate for President of the United States. Good evening. I'm Mika Highsmith. Thanks for joining us. Let's head straight over to WTXL. Greg Angel live in Charlotte for us tonight. And Greg, there's some changes in regards to where the president will be making his acceptance speech.
Yeah, that's right, Mika. The president was supposed to be delivering his acceptance speech on Thursday, just a couple blocks from here inside the Bank of America Stadium. Instead, because of the threat of some severe weather, they're going to have to move that speech just a couple blocks up this way inside the Time Warner Cable Arena. Now, there were more than 65,000 credentials issued for this speech, so that means about 50,000 people are going to have to find other planes to watch the president deliver a speech. That's because the Time Warner Cable Arena only can fit about 15,000 people. But the show must go on. They're talking politics, they're talking issues, talking about women and Hispanics and African American and the impact they're going to have on the upcoming election. And they're also talking about the Democratic stance supporting immigration reform and also talking about the support for same-sex marriage. We spoke earlier this afternoon with the communications director for the Democratic National Committee. Here's a little bit of what he had to say.
The Democratic Party's been about equal rights and civil rights. It was a staple of what we did in the 20th century. I mean, we were the party of civil rights. We were the party of voting rights. And now we're the party of LGBT rights. We're proud to be the party that extends rights to people, not the party that wants to take rights away.
And from social issues to politics and the economy, later tonight, Elizabeth Warren and former President Bill Clinton is going to be taking the stage. We will have continuing coverage coming up tonight on the news at 11. For now, reporting live in Charlotte, North Carolina, at the site of the 2012 Democratic National Convention, Greg Angel, WTXL, ABC 27, dedicated to you.
It's official tonight. Delegates once again voting Barack Obama as the Democratic candidate for president. Good evening. I'm Mika Highsmith. Thanks for joining us. Tonight it was former President Bill Clinton going to bat for President Obama. WTXL, ABC 27's Greg Angel is in Charlotte, North Carolina now with the latest.
Yeah, former President Bill Clinton, one of the main speakers here tonight, and really rallying the crowd here in Charlotte. But you know what's interesting? We heard the name Mitt Romney probably just as often as we heard the name Barack Obama. It was all about the offense, number of speakers attacking the GOP candidate's stance on the issues and how President Obama has worked to expand equal rights, create jobs, and help turn the economy around. President Clinton set up the argument that when President Obama came into office, he inherited a number of messes. And while things aren't where they want them to be, Clinton says it's a work in progress. As we move forward, though, to tomorrow, President Barack Obama is going to formally accept again the Democratic presidential candidacy, but it's going to be before a much smaller live audience. He was supposed to give the speech tomorrow inside the Bank of America Stadium before a crowd of about 65,000 people, but because of the threat of severe weather, they had to move the president's speech inside the Time Warner Cable Arena, which is only going to fit about 15,000 people. So that, if you do the math, is about 50,000 people having to find out another plan to watch the president's speech. We will be there, though, and we will have continuing coverage coming up Thursday here in Charlotte of the 2012 Democratic National Convention. That's the latest in Charlotte, North Carolina. Greg Angel. Now back to you.